Thank you for joining me today for this week's Mindful Monday. My name is Allison Knight, and I am the health coach at Employee Health Center. The last few weeks we have been talking about recognizing aversion. So identifying our personal cues and triggers to negative and unpleasant experiences and situations and emotions. And then from there, trying to relearn how to react in a more mindful way. Last week, we talked about seeing things as they already are and realizing that, unfortunately, unpleasant experiences and feelings and emotions are always going to be there. But when we experience them, we have a choice. The first choice is that we react automatically and we react with aversion, which is instinctual. But when we do this, we cause this negative feedback loop of anger and frustration, and it just continues and leads to a negative mental state that we get stuck in. The other choice that we have is to choose to react with awareness and mindfulness and open ourselves to those emotions, explore them, allow them to be, and then we're able to let them go and move forward and prevent ourselves from getting stuck in that cycle and getting stuck in that negative mental state. So today we're continuing talking about allowing things to be as they are, and we're going to do a meditation called Inviting Difficulty into and Working with It Through the Body. So to get started, I want to lead you through the mindfulness of breath. So go ahead and get in a comfortable position. Sit up tall and dignified, but not stiff. If you wish to, gently close your eyes. And we're going to start by taking some deep breaths in and out. And start bringing that awareness to the sensations in your body, your seat on your chair, maybe your feet against the floor, your hands on the armrests. If it's helpful, maybe put your hand on your abdomen and feel as you breathe the expansion on inhale and the deflation on exhale. And just feeling those emotions and sensations as you breathe in and out. Remembering that we're not controlling our breathing at all. Just let your breath happen naturally. There's no pattern we're trying to achieve. Remembering that your mind might wander, probably will wander, and if it does, with a kindness and gentleness, just guide it back to this awareness on your breath. And when you're ready to expand that awareness, expand it to your body as a whole. So now we're not just focusing on that awareness of breathing, but we're expanding it to include your facial expressions, your body posture, more of those body sensations, maybe looking for any tightness or bracing or tension you might feel in the body. And as best you can, using that breath to breathe into it. And as you breathe out, maybe softening some of those physical sensations that you're feeling. And again, remembering if your body or your mind wanders, gently guiding it back to where we are presently. And once you're good and situated and you've found that breath and you've found some of those physical sensations, we're going to turn that on its head. So now we've been saying when your mind wanders to gently guide it back to where we are, but now we're going to use that difficulty. So we are going to explore bringing attention to that painful feeling or thought, and then shifting our attention to the body to see what those negative and unpleasant feelings and emotions cause sensationally in our body. When you have identified these sensations, deliberately move your focus of attention to the part of the body where these sensations are the strongest. Perhaps imagine breathing into them and then breathing out from them, just as you practiced in a body scan. Not changing the sensations, but just exploring them, acknowledging them, and seeing them clearly. If you don't have any difficulties or concerns currently, perhaps you can try a new approach and bring something deliberately to mind that causes you concern or difficulty or unpleasantness. It does not have to be anything important or critical, maybe a misunderstanding or an argument. Now that you are focusing on the troubling thought or situation, some worry or intense feeling, allow yourself to take some time to tune into any physical sensations in the body that are evoked as a reaction to that emotion or that feeling. See if you're able to note and investigate inwardly any of those feelings arising in your body, directing the focus of your attention to the region of the body where those feelings are the strongest. And embrace them, welcome them, have an openness. This gesture might include breathing into that part of the body on your in-breath and breathing out from the region on the out-breath, exploring those sensations from one moment until the next. Once your attention has settled on the bodily sensations that are vividly present in the field of awareness, you might try deepening your attitude of acceptance and openness to whatever sensations you are experiencing. Perhaps you might say to yourself in your head, "It is here now. It is okay to be open with it. Whatever it is, it's already here. Let me be open to it." Soften and open the sensations you become aware of, intentionally letting go of tensing and bracing, saying to yourself, softening, opening with each out-breath. Then see if it's possible to stay with that awareness, exploring those sensations in your relationship with them, just breathing with them, letting them be there, allowing them to be just as they are. Remember that by saying it's already here, it's okay, you're not judging the original situation or saying that everything's fine, but you're simply helping bring awareness right now to remain open to those sensations in your body, not ignoring them. You do not have to like these feelings. It's natural not to want to have them around. You may find it helpful to say, again, it's okay not to want these feelings, but they're already here. Let me be open to them. If you choose, you can also experience withholding awareness in both the sensations in the body and the feeling of the breath moving in and out. And when you notice that these bodily sensations are no longer pulling your attention to the same degree that they were, simply return to 100% sitting with your breath, focusing that awareness back onto the physical sensations of your abdomen as it rises and falls. Forgetting those sensations, bringing your breath back to that center. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. So this practice is taking things a little bit further than we have in the past, where we're gently guiding ourselves back. This time we are looking for those difficulties with openness and allowing ourselves to explore those emotions that we're feeling, and hopefully preventing that aversion, breaking that negative feedback loop, and instead being able to acknowledge and move forward from that emotion. This is a longer meditation. Next week, we're going to use that 3-minute breathing space again. So a shorter practice that you can use whenever to react with that awareness, that openness to a negative situation, instead of reacting with that aversion and that negative mindset. I thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you have a wonderful and mindful Monday, and we'll see you next week.